guys, today I have a good review about the weather and all the things what's going on right now. I start driving from Chicago going to Texas, but we know in Chicago we have winter, heavy winter, but going to Texas, which I just got there, and I didn't know exactly how the things was working. So I had a delivery, which that delivery is supposed to be Thursday. I had an appointment for Thursday at 9 a.m. which I got there Wednesday around 11 a.m. 10, 11 a.m. And obviously I checked the weather and I see the weather's gonna be bad. So I thought if I go early, they're gonna unload me faster and earlier. So I thought I would be a little bit smart, I can say. So I can do delivery, and then because I had two deliveries. So the first one, they didn't want to unload me, so they told me I have to come for the next day when my appointment is. Which I understand. I know how the things was working, so I wasn't mad at all. So the next day I checked the weather, so the weather started being bad. They were talking about the freezing rain, they were talking about snowing, which we know in Texas this thing doesn't really happen really often. So I was like, okay, how bad could it be? It's not Chicago. So I know it's gonna be just a light snow and something what we can deal with. Like if we know how to drive in the snow, in a light snow we can deal with. But I got surprised when I seen they started freezing rain. So the temperature being low, and this freezing rain is more dangerous than anything else, because when the rain touching the ground, straight ice. So you cannot beat the ice no matter what. You can beat the snow if you are a little bit smart. You can do stuff. But when it comes to ice, it's only one way. The ice wins always, no matter what. So I can tell you exactly what is going on, and also I can show you. And finally, on top of that, the whole city, which is Dallas, Texas, the whole city was shutting down. Nobody was driving, nobody came out, nobody was going to work. So I went to a truck stop. I parked my truck, and I was waiting for the next day to go to make the delivery. So I woke up at 7 because I thought it's gonna be some traffic because the weather, blah blah blah. But I don't even think about it. And I don't even expecting nobody being on the road. So I wake up at 7, and I was 20-30 minutes away from the warehouse where I supposed to do the delivery. I went there. I got there at 7:40 a.m. which I was so surprised because I thought I might hit traffic on my way there. But no, I barely see a few cars on the expressway, and everyone was moving slow. So it was something like this. Let me show you. So if you pay attention to the road, this is what you're gonna see. The speed limit here it is 75. But I'm driving with 45, 50. Because we know I'm a new driver. I'm not getting used that much with the truck, especially in the summertime when everything is dry. How about when it's winter and ice and the truck was sliding? So let me come back to my first expression. So I got there, but nobody was on the expressway, like something like this. I was like, what is going on? Where is everybody? Because I've seen was snowing, was you couldn't see the lanes. It was just one lane, white lane. You choose the way you wanna like to drive. So I was a little bit scared because obviously you cannot go in the speed limit. You go way lower than the speed limit. If the speed limit was 55, I was driving like 30, let's say, like this. Because you don't know how the truck reacts with the snow, with the ice. So it was hard for me, don't get me wrong. Because when I seen the GPS was telling me I made 40 minutes, I was like, okay, probably it's traffic. But guess what? It wasn't no traffic. It was all about the snow. Because I don't know if you know, but I can tell you, Texas, they don't deal with the snow. So you see, the truck in front of me is driving with 40 miles an hour. Because still on the ground, it's still ice. So you don't want to chance that. The most important things is if you pass a bridge, make sure you go slower as much you can. Because today I've seen a lot of cars, a lot of trucks off the road because the weather. Look at that truck. That truck the same thing on the side of the road. Look at this. This is what you're gonna see most of the time today. Everybody is scared. Everybody is cautious. I've seen today a lot of accidents. I've seen a lot of cars on the side of the road just because they were slip and they lose control. So that's why I want to share this with you guys. And I went in the morning, I did the delivery, come back to my real store, okay? I did the delivery. They accepted me to go there because I got there at 7:40, so they let me in. Then they give me a door right away because the guy, he knew me from yesterday. So he said, okay, you are on time. That's fine. Let's go straight to the door. Because I think so I had like 4 or 5 pallets to deliver. It wasn't a big deal, you know. So I got there, they unloaded me. Everything was fine. I got the paperwork, gone. And then I have to go to the second facility, which I have to deliver the rest of the load. And I got there. It was, don't get me wrong, it wasn't easy to get there. It was hard driving with the snow, and be careful with the turns, be careful especially with the lights. The lights, if you slam on the brake, you're never gonna make it. You're gonna slide through the intersection, which we don't want that. Nobody wants that. Drive really slow, really careful. Look at this. The speed limit is 75, but we are going 45. So I got there. I was really, really surprised because I didn't know like those things was taking that seriously, and nobody was working. Nobody. A guy showed up over there, and I asked him like, hey man, what is going on? I have a delivery where everybody is at. And he told me, man, don't worry about it. Nobody's working today. The whole city is shut down. Nobody goes to work today, and probably not Because I can tell you this, you can see the roads how are they? Nobody put salt, sand, nobody clean it, nobody plows it, so you have to deal with a lot of police cars or on the side of the street, and they try to make people drive slowly, but even that, a lot of cars on the side of the road. So back then I was so curious what I have to do with my loads, and I called my dispatch, and my dispatch told me like, hey, you know what, you have to stay there until they open the warehouse, which is tomorrow. But in the same time, I was saying to my dispatch like, tomorrow people, they might not work because it's still the same thing. And then finally my dispatch figured it out what I can do, and they give me another address where I can go to drop off the load, which I was really, really happy because I don't have to lay over in Dallas with all the crazy weather. So I was happy with that. And then I was asking them like, where am I going? So they told me like, go to Laredo, Texas, which is further south. You see, all over police, all over cars on the ditch. It's the weather. It's crazy. And I asked somebody from here how often this thing happens. He said probably once a year. Not really. Oh, look at this guy here. That happened to me, even though I was driving slow, still happens. So I was driving, the speed limit was 75 and I was driving with 40, and still my truck was sliding. Don't get me wrong, now I am empty, I have no load, which is, it's harder, especially driving in the weather like this. It's better to be heavy than light. So they sent me to Laredo, and also in the same time I was thinking like, I'm going towards south, which is gonna be warmer. But guess what? Not really, because here now are 25 degrees and everything is frozen. I went out, my truck, it's frozen, it's full with ice. Like, even if, I'm sorry because I cannot show you, but my trailer, everything was full with ice. And I was trying to put gas. It wasn't that easy for me. I got frostbite. Because when I was trying to open the tank, the cap of the tank, to put gas, everything was frozen on it. I had to go get a wrench or something to break the ice from my tank, which is not really convenient. But I know it's my fault because I don't have gloves. But this is what I'm gonna do. Next time, the next stop, I'll go buy some gloves, because always when you have a bad experience, then you're gonna learn. Because when people tell you stuff like, hey, do this, do that, do this, do that, you'll be like, yeah, okay, I will do it, don't worry, I got this. But you're never gonna listen. So you're gonna listen when the thing is happening. So when you see the fact, you'll be like, yep, that guy told me this, and that, and I never listened. Because I could avoid that. So that's pretty much it, and I'm a little bit upset because I couldn't do that delivery, but I'm not 100% upset because at the end still I figured it out and I drop off the load, and I can say I'm happy because I'm going towards south. stop, something like park the truck stop or something where I can park my truck and get ready for tomorrow, get some rest, and then go back on the road tomorrow to finish. Probably it's gonna be another 3-4 hours to get to my destination. For a driver who just started his career to come to deal with the snow, when, to be honest with you, I don't know even how to deal with the truck in the dry weather. I'm not talking about when the snow is on all the ice, because it's really dangerous because you have to really take care. You really have to understand how the truck works, and being a rookie isn't it that easy, to be honest with you. You need some experience. You have to know how to control the truck. You have to know how to deal with it. You know how to, if you have to downshift, if you have to use the engine brake and all this stuff. But you know, when you see your truck is sliding, I would say this, that happens to me, so my heart skipped a bit, because I was scared like crazy. I was really scared, because I was exactly on the bridge, something like this, and I was on the left lane, and my truck starts sliding to the right, and I see the wall here, and I was really scared, because I was like, now it's almost about to hit the wall. But thank God, because I didn't hit the brake, and I just tried to control the truck to keep it straight. I didn't accelerate, I didn't brake, I didn't press the brake. I was like, I have to keep it straight, and I have to make sure I'm not doing stupid stuff, like to do suddenly moves, you know. Even when you try to move from a lane to another, it's the same story. It's the same story, because in the middle here you can see the ice, so it's really easy to slide side or another. And also you have to grip the wheel firmly. No joke. This is no joke, because it's really dangerous, and also you, as a driver, you have high responsibility. So that's pretty much it, guys. Every time when I see something interesting and something what I can tell you about a story like this one, always I will come with a story, with a video, and I'm trying to show you to understand much better how is the truck driver life from the beginning, with all the fun parts, but also I can say like dummy parts, you know, because not everything is perfect. Look at this. Some snow from this pickup truck just fell off. Also could be ice breaking your windshield. That's why I'm trying to say, like, it's no joke. You have to be really careful with everything. And that's pretty much it for tonight. So I will come back with another video for more things interesting, what I can tell you, like something what I can make a story of it. So far, thank you so much. So that's pretty much it.